All right, let's talk about using the C to C, using the SEA to SEE. You have early on in Genesis talks about God separating the waters above from the waters below to create a firmament. And then God has the waters below gather into one place so that the dry land may appear. So how we understand that the symbology again behind the scriptures, bodies of water represent bodies of people. And if you're taking this from a more so religious standpoint, you're looking at this like the host of heaven versus the host of earth, and the firmament being a dividing line between the two. But if you're taking it from a practical application of how do you use this in your daily life, which is what we're going to say and expound on a little bit, this is still two bodies of people, above and below, upper class, lower class, upper class, working class, the rich, the poor, the powerful, the weak, those with leverage, those without it, the waters above from the waters below. And what do you have in the root word of firmament? You have firm, law, those who establish the rules, the rule makers. It's a firmament. So you have laws and rules and tax brackets and salaries and dollar amounts and income amounts, relationships, alliances that separate the waters above from the waters below, that separate the people above from the people below. And then God has the waters that are below to gather together into one place so that what we can land, we can have a footing, that we can be into something where we don't drown, so that all these waters can have something to surround, something to nourish, to not just be waters sent through the same cycles of heat and cold to evaporate a little and then rain down a little or come down as drizzle, rather than going up and down. We have something of ourselves to grow. Those who are below, those who are above, will deal with that in other passages that deal with waters above. But as far as waters below, he's telling the waters below to gather. What is gathering? Unifying, getting on the same page. That's what it means to gather. That's what it means to unify. So with this gathering, now we have what? Dry land. Now we have what? What do you do on dry land? Walk on it because you have a firm footing. You're not walking on something that's sinking, where even though you feel like you're going further, you're actually sinking deeper. Nope. You're all above ground with this. Everything is above board. You're not in the dark about anything. So that dry land may appear, but the bodies, the people, the working class, the average Joe has to get together with the average Joe so that we can establish our side of the firmament. I'm speaking for anyone who's not a millionaire nor a billionaire, because essentially that's what we're talking about when we talk about people above and people below on a societal daily applicable status. Now, on a whole nother level, if we were to deal with spirituality, we will be talking about people who have a higher consciousness versus people who have a lower consciousness. But that's not the particular interpretation that I want to use here. I want to use something that you can use right now, not just merely a philosophy, but something that you can apply. So understand the difference, and you know where you are with it, and you know where you're trying to go. If you're in the lower waters, you got to gather, you got to connect with somebody, you got to reach out, you have to be beneficial, you have to serve, you have to provide a benefit to people down here so that you can gather them. And that's what's going to rise your water. You get what I'm saying? Rise your water, rise your status, rise your social circle, rise your legacy, elevate it. Not to keep up with the Joneses, but to be your own last name for somebody else to follow if they want.